Good afternoon. Welcome to the Midday Mull for Tuesday, the 25th of August. Apologies for missing the mull yesterday, but I had the opportunity to get away for a few days and I was off in the bush. So I'm back refreshed and continuing with Ruth. We know the story of Ruth, that it started off Naomi and her husband and sons had left Bethlehem in a famine, gone to Moab where they'd settled down. The sons had got married. While there, Naomi's husband Elimelech died, and then her two sons died, and she'd come back to Bethlehem destitute, and her daughter-in-law Ruth came with her. Ruth had then gone to glean in the fields, just providentially ended up in the fields of Boaz, who'd been kind to her and helped her and blessed her and offered her protection. And so she'd stayed with him through the harvest. And chapter 3 then begins. One day, Ruth's mother-in-law, Naomi, said to her, "My daughter, I must find a home for you where you will be well provided for." Now, we need to remember that back in those days, 3,000 years ago, Ruth couldn't just go online and join a dating app and find some eligible young man. She didn't even have the opportunity to go down to the local club and hang out there and look at the young men that came in and who was marriageable and make her plans. Back in those days, it was the families that would do it, and marriages were arranged. And so it was the responsibility of Naomi as a matriarch to look after Ruth and make those kind of plans. And one asks, why now? Why didn't she do this when she got back to Bethlehem? Arrive in Bethlehem and say, right, the law says we need a kinsman redeemer. There are extended family. Let's find them, get the ball rolling. Instead, she appears to have done nothing. And it was in chapter 2, it was up to Ruth to say, let me go and glean to keep things going. And I think it's true to life that when people are in crisis, very often they become so overwhelmed by the situation that they cannot see the way forward. And on a number of occasions, I've counseled people that have been in crisis. And from outside the situation, it's quite clear what should happen. And you think, do A, B, and C, and the problem will be resolved. You give them advice, they don't even get around to doing A. And you think, well, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with them is that they haven't the mental energy and the capacity to act. They haven't the agency to do it. And it looks like that was where Naomi was. She came back, she should have, but she just didn't have it in her to do that. Until now, finally, enough time has passed. She's reached the stage. She has a perspective. She's had enough help. That now she can actually see the way forward and begin to act. And so it's an encouragement to those that are in that dark place where there is no way forward and you can't see the way out. Trust that God is with you in that space, and as you progress and as time passes and as people help you, you'll get to the point where there will be a way forward. And the other point is that for us as Christians, it says when people find themselves in that place, it doesn't help for us to lecture them or to prod them or to push them. We help where we can. We need to be a Ruth that will say, well, let me glean and support you. If you can't act and take the initiative, let me at least support you until you reach the stage where you can. And we just need to be there, loving, helping, supporting, encouraging, protecting, guarding, guiding where we can the person. And at some point, like Naomi, they will wake up and say, you know what I need to do? And then we're there to encourage them. So, know that wherever you are, there are people you can support, there are people that support you, and most of all, as we see so clearly in the story, underlying it all, God is there. He was there with Ruth, helping her as she acted, and I believe He was there with Naomi, just bringing her the healing she needed to get her to the place where she too could act. So we need to know that God is there with us each and every day. Be blessed.